update out of the way. And again, I'm going to start out by just grabbing unit of work right here, because that's always what I want to start out with, because the only access point to my data access layer is through the unit of work. That's simple. So using the unit of work, I can start by getting the order entity with the specific ID of the guy I want to update. So let's just put order right here. Now I'm going to use this order to actually go using the unit of work. I want to go and grab the order repository, and I want to get the specific order that I want to update. So that's going to be the order using the ID from that order. Now I know what order I actually want to update. Okay, so I grab this guy right now. The next thing that I want to do is I want to actually go and make an if statement right here, again, just to validate that there's actually an order available, or else I'll throw an invalid operation exception. So I'll say if the order entity equals null, then I'll go right in here. So if the order entity is null, then I'll throw a new invalid operation exception right here, and there I'll kind of explain that order not found, like this. There we go. So we did the exact same thing with the customer service, and again, it's just to kind of guard you that you didn't end up actually getting trying to update an order entity that doesn't exist. So that's all fine and dandy. Let's go one step down here and actually try to update the order entity before we save it. So the order entity right here, we're going to start out by setting the delivery date equal to the order's delivery date, which is, so again, this is the entity from the database, and this is the business object from the outside, and we're kind of just mapping these guys together right now. We could use the converter maybe, but we're not going to, because the converter will move everything from the one to the other. We don't want to do that. We just want to, here we want to specify exactly what we want to save down to the database, and later you could start saying, I'll never change the delivery date, I'll never change the order date, because that's set in stone, but we can change some other things maybe. But for now, let's just put in everything right here, because we'll have to make this more useful later when we actually start putting in some real business logic. So I'm going to do the same for the order date right here, and there we go. So now we've updated the two pieces of information, and the last thing we actually need to do is complete the unit of work to actually say we want to save all of this. There we go, and that's actually, we're pretty much done, except for one more thing, because in the end we want to return the actual order business object that we just updated. So we're going to end up here returning the new order entity that was just updated. So we're just going to use our converter, convert, and then in here we're going to send back the order entity. Now I know that a lot of this is just what I did in the earlier videos. That's why I call it recap. So it's exactly the same thing. I'm just doing it over again now with a new entity, right? So with a new object, a new business object.